Why location freedom is the number one goal that every single young man should strive for, and why this should be the number one priority on your list if you are trying to make it in this current modern world that we're living in right now. So real quick, I want to give an introduction to me. So if you are seeing this video, and if this is the first video that you're seeing of me, my name's Ari, and the goal with this YouTube channel is for me to kind of share my personal viewpoints and how I'm navigating the current modern world that we're living right now. So I'm currently 28 years old right now. I currently live solo, and if you are a young person watching this and you are trying to make it in this current era, then you might find some comfort in these videos where I'm just talking about my experiences with certain things, and of course how I'm navigating the modern world as well. So you could subscribe to this channel if you want to see more videos just like this. And if you want to see my number one recommendation for how I am earning an income online from my phone and laptop, then you could check out the free School Community down below that you could check out as well. And that is exactly what I, of course, talk about, what I help people with, right? So that being said, let's talk about why location freedom is the number one thing that most young men should strive for, right? So when it comes to everything that's going on today, right? You have political division, you have inflation running high, you have less people getting married and having kids because the cost of living is higher than it's ever been. And then on top of all that, you have university is continuing to skyrocket, and everyone who goes gets 6 figures in debt. You're not guaranteed the position you went for. On top of all of that, you have AI taking over like most jobs that exist right now. So there's this huge risk that within the next 5 years that maybe 90% of jobs won't exist and it's all going to be robots working. I hope that's not the case. I really hope that that it doesn't end up taking over, but unfortunately it looks like that is the pathway that they're headed. And most of these corporations, they just don't care about you, right? They want you to just be a slave on the hamster wheel, just constantly working. And the vibe that I personally felt working regular 9-to-5 jobs is you just feel like you're constantly being rushed, basically, right? So you go to work and it's like there's this constant like feeling, this sense that you get where it's like, come on, go, 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 go. It's like, oh, your closest family member just died in a car wreck? Okay, well, you got 5 minutes to grieve. 5 minutes. Okay. All right. Okay, we gotta get these pallets out. Come on, man. So you end up like, okay, I'll keep working, right? And so because of how fast time is moving by, right? Most people, they just end up just in that constant rat race, and that leaves more and more people with less time to spend with family. So one thing that has been a theme with my family, I come from a fairly big family. Ever since a lot of us moved out and we're all living on our own, it just seems like there's less and less get-togethers now, and that's because everyone's just constantly working, right? So and that's something I see in a lot of families now, right? Whereas you compare the lifestyle in America compared to like in Europe or Asia, where families are a lot more closer together, and they, I'm not trying to say that like, these other countries are better by any means, but I'm just saying that they have, the number one thing that we're missing in America right now is community, right? We don't have third spaces that much anymore, and that's another downside that that a lot of young people are experiencing. So as a result of that, less people are dating, less people are getting married, and because there's also this division of men versus women, then it's very hard for anyone to trust anyone, right? Because there's always this, there's also hookup culture that's being promoted heavily, and then I think it's a lot. I think men have it a lot worse than women. No offense to any women watching this, but with the way that the divorce laws are set in stone, you can get married and you could do everything right, and if she gets bored at any point, or she wants to, if she thinks that the grass is greener with some other guy, she could leave you for any reason and then take half of your assets that you've worked for pretty much your entire life. So it just seems like there's so many hurdles in place that are designed to keep you stuck. And I just noticed more and more young men are having trouble getting ahead and starting healthy families where like both parents are present, with the kid, right? And because of the cost of living going way up, then the other thing that I notice often is more couples are just working nonstop, so they have less time to spend with their kid. They gotta hire like a babysitter as well. And then on top of that, the other symptom that I keep seeing, or the other thing that I see as a result, is more women going like the independent boss babe route, where it's like they're focusing heavily on career. And I don't in any way blame women for that, because just the way the economy is, you kind of have to be obsessed with making money, unfortunately, right? So like that's something that I notice a lot, is like a lot of guys will be quick to like, bash women for that. But again, with the way the economy is kind of set in stone, unless if you happen to get with a really wealthy guy, then it's a lot harder to kind of achieve that lifestyle where the man's working and then the woman's like at home with the kids, basically, right? So yeah, all of that in place, there is a lot of hurdles that are keeping more young Americans stuck and with less time to spend with family. If your spending power is consistently going down because they keep printing trillions of dollars, and this is regardless of what side is in office. So this isn't a political thing by any means, but just it's more of a have-yachts versus have-nots. It's the elites versus everyone else that's just struggling, barely scraping by. And out of every single thing, like out of every single solution that I've tried to look into, the more and more that I see all these issues happening, the more I just say to myself, the number one, like the only solution to me that I keep seeing is, okay, just find a way to make an income online, and then just have the location freedom, and then just live wherever you want, basically, right? And I hate saying that, because I know not everyone wants to move away from their family, but if you are a young person right now and you want to have any resemblance of creating that traditional family structure, raising a family and all that, and you want to go that traditional route, then it's a lot harder to do that in America nowadays compared to, 20, 30, 40 years ago, than it is right now. And so that's just because of everything that is in place. So personally for me, I just believe that the best thing that young people can do is, at the very least, find a way to earn an income online and just have that freedom of being able to live wherever you want. And so the main reason is because maybe you decide that you don't want to, live overseas, move to another country. But if you have an income online, you could very easily just close your laptop in one location, open it back up in another, and you could decide to live where the cost of living is cheaper. So maybe you are in an expensive state like California, for example, and you decide, okay, it's way too expensive out here. I need to move where it's cheaper. Well, with an online business, you can go to another state where, again, it's not super overpriced. And then there is also the option of like living off grid and then going that route as well. So I believe that minimalism plus making money online is really the best path for young people right now. And then of course, location freedom being the result of that, of making an income online. So how do you actually make money online? What is the best thing that young people can do right now to actually start earning an income online and, have that freedom, right? Be able to work wherever you want. The best thing that you could do, number one thing, is figure out a way to generate attention online, and of course, learn how to provide a solution, right? So you might be really passionate about something. You might be really knowledgeable about a specific topic, whether that is something like music. It could be something like getting into shape, health and fitness. Maybe you are really good when it comes to, cryptocurrency, or it might be, something else, right? Or you happen to be knowledgeable about something. You can either create your own digital product, teaching people how to do that thing and then promoting it online, or you could find an affiliate program that talks about that as well, and then you can simply just promote that product online. So the main benefit with promoting other companies' products online is you could simply just find something that is already converting very well, and then you just focus on getting traffic. And so if you find a product that pays you, a couple $100 per sale, or if it pays you residual income, then you could generate a handful of customers every single month. And that itself can lead to a full-time income online, where you could have total location freedom. So that being said, if you want to learn more in depth about what I do personally and how I am making money online doing exactly this, then you can check out my free school community down below, and you can learn more about what it is that I do. So that being said, if you found value in this video, drop a comment below, give us a thumbs up if you found value here. Otherwise, take care and all the best.